You guys got gifted some snowshoes to make the traversal easier. And despite that, it was still a hard slog across the initial hills towards Calvin's Cairn. At one point, you could see Calvin's Cairn through the snow in the dark, just the shape of the cairn off in the distance. And almost as quickly as you could see it, and that was way off in the distance. It looks like it's hours away of travel off in the distance. As soon as you could see it, you almost couldn't again as the winds picked up, the snow picked up, and it looked like a blizzard was kicking off. With the sled somewhere up ahead of you, and the threat of potential yetis hiding in the snow, tonight things might be, I almost forgot the B, they might be
getting dicey.
Okay. All right. We're.
Do you reckon one day you'll forget to push the audio and everyone will just hear us go?
We did that. We did that. One of our sessions during the Goblin side story of Dragonbane. I think my CPU got a bit overwhelmed by all of the stuff because I hadn't figured it all out. Pushed the button and it triggered it only on my webcam and not for the viewers. So everyone just got to see us like, and it's on YouTube now. Good times. So let me kick up the sound of a blizzard for those that can hear it.
Oh, wow, that really kicked up.
That did. That was a little louder than even I thought. So blizzards are not uncommon in the Ten Towns area, anywhere up in the Icewind Dale. They're just there. I assume that Yannick is probably quite... I don't even know the word I'm looking for. He'd recognize them. He'd know that that is something part and parcel with living in the Dale. But rules-wise, this is something you're going to need to know a little bit about, because this is not going to be your first blizzard. Some of the things you'll need to know about is the length of time that they last can be varied. They might last a couple of hours all the way up to maybe 8 hours of blizzard. If you're looking to attack something, you've got 20 feet of vision at this point while traveling through this blizzard. So any kind of ranged attack rolls, any sort of perception checks that rely on hearing are going to be at disadvantage. Any kind of perception checks that require sight, if you're not wearing goggles, you're going to be rolling disadvantage on that as well. Any torches that you're holding will be below and out. There's not going to be something you'll be able to light and keep going within a blizzard. So at this point, whether you were carrying torches on your hike along the dark wintry hills northeast of Bryn Shander, those torches are now extinguished and you're now in darkness, except for Yannick, who can see. We would be able to see dim vision out to 60 if it wasn't for this wall of snow in front of him. What I'm going to need from all of you is to sort of understand. Maybe Yannick, you're the one that's kind of explaining the best way to deal with these. In this kind of situation, we need a navigator. This is the person that's going to be out in the front of the group that we're all going to be like following. And we need to follow closely. There's a chance that we could wander off and get lost. And that's the last thing you'd want out here in the Dale.
Would Yannick know if it's possible to travel in a blizzard?
It's definitely possible. It's just incredibly difficult. So, effectively, every hour of travel through the blizzard, I'm going to need whoever is the navigator to roll a survival check. And then on a successful one, you stay on course. You manage to keep going. On a failed roll, then you're wandering around. You're not really, you're no closer to where you were trying to get that hour that you were before. It'd just be traveling an hour of wandering in circles. So every hour, there's that check that this blizzard is going. If the check fails by a 5 or more, then there's a very good chance one of you gets lost from the crew. So this is all that stuff that, Yannick, you would know. You know, in a blizzard, you want to be tied together. That's like rule number 1.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that. We better tie each other together. Here, I've got some rope. I'm happy to lead us out into this, but it is going to be slow going. And I'll put a rope around my waist, pass it back, show them how to do the same.
Can you, the rest of you, just give me a perception roll with disadvantage?
Perception.
I think we've got it set up so people can see rolls now, which is great. Perfect.
Tobias rolls a 5.
Okay.
17 for Harkness.
Oops. How many am I rolling?
Just 2. Just 2.
A 10.
Okay, cool. So,
Oh wait, no, a 7. I'll take the first
7, 5, and a 17. Harkness, you may be the closest to Yannick, and you hear the instructions. All right, we've got to get tied together. You see him pull out the rope. Both Tobias and Dandelion, you're not really picking up. It's very loud. The wind is just like blasting your ears at this point, and you're really trying to listen out. And while you can't hear what he's saying, you see like Yannick securing this rope and handing it over to Tobias.
Oh, great idea. Oh, shit. He ties it around himself and passes it back, barely aware of where he's standing.
Oh my gosh, thanks. I probably would have flown away in this blizzard.
The temperature's dropped as well. You're all fighting against that wind and pulling your hoods up tighter around your faces, which also doesn't help that communication much either, on top of that wind. But keeping your skin exposed at this point is instantly numbing.
So Harkness, first of all, he's just going to, tap the end of his staff and say, Voiko MBA, and form a little light at the end of his staff. So now we've got like a little lamp of sorts.
Yeah, cool.
But he's also going to go up to each of us and touch the coats. This is going to take a little bit of time. And he's going to say, by Datu! And each of the coats will warm as he casts Prestidigitation and warms a up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material. So just going to warm up some clothes for us.
Yeah, nice. How does that feel for you guys? Like, Tobias, what are you thinking as he walks over?
Splendid. Oh my goodness. I've got limbs again. Thank you, Harkness. I do like the light idea as well.
Yeah.
And then Tobias will hold on to his amulet and go, by the Crimson Oath, light! And cast light as well.
What are you just casting it on your armor? Is that what's lighting up?
Now that I think about it, I have to do it on an object and a something, and light!
Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, great. Yeah. That's a good sort.
And he's going to do that as well. That's canon.
So you guys have plenty of light, but it doesn't penetrate this 20-foot wall. Like you've got probably... You've actually got a decent amount of light now, thanks to both light sources, reflecting in off all of the snow as well. It's almost disorienting as well. Like, which way were we facing now that we've tied ourselves on? And everywhere you're shining this light out, it's just a wall of white around you. And it's the snow's being like is battering your face and your eyes as well. So it's just squinting as you try to see through this. As the navigator, Yannick, are you comfortable do you know which direction you're going?
I think so. I'll try, I suppose.
Yeah.
Shall I roll survival?
Yeah, give me a survival roll.
14
is a fail. You guys, Yannick, like, pushes forward. He thinks he understands where he's got to go, and he moves. The rope tightens, and each of you sort of, like, realize what's going on. All right, we've got movement, and you trudge along behind Yannick. There are points where the blizzard kicks up so hard you can barely see the person in front of you before it moves back down to that sort of 20-foot radius around you. And an hour passes. It's hell pushing through. You don't really know how your progress has gone at this point. None of the characters would know you're not any closer, but you're not any closer than you were before. You've been following some of the slopes in front of you, hoping that you're leading in the right direction. For the next hour, Yannick, can you give me another roll, please? Another survival check.
Sure.
Just another hour of pushing forward. There's like, I don't know if Yannick feels confident. Does he feel confident? Does he feel like he's got this, or he knows the land, right?
Yeah, he does, or I thought he did. But maybe not.
Okay, well, he doesn't know.
I don't know if there was any
point.
sort of like, we got like the undulation stayed the same, or like seems to be repeating, or like if we sees like a tree line.
There's like an elk carcass that you pass, and you've passed an elk carcass once before, but it was facing the other like rotation. It was kind of not in that same. So you just think of it as a second elk that may have died out here. Give me another roll for that third hour moving forward in this blizzard.
Oh, man.
There's like another elk in that next 40 minutes of travel. And that last one had like a broken antler, and this one has like a similarly broken antler. And your heart kind of sinks for a moment. Like you think, could this be this? This couldn't be the same one, could it? Give me like a history. Give me a history roll, Yannick. This is just to see like Yannick's history with history check of 5. You know what? This is your first. You've heard stories of being lost in the blizzard. You've lived so many years up here. You've gone out in the snow so many times. But this is like your first actual like blizzard. You'd thought you'd seen a blizzard before, but it maybe was just a heavy snow day.
I'm gonna pull on the rope and try to like bring everybody closer so they can hopefully hear, and I'll yell as loud as I can. I think this is the same elk.
But how could you be following us?
More light, was it?
I think it's the same elk.
Does anyone have a better survival check than a +2?
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
My dad was a ranger. I could try.
Is your dad here? That'd
No,
be
but
really
he used to
helpful.
Actually, yes. If you see my dad, I have words for him. But
They lead us out of here. Please.
they're more like, Daddy, no! Hang on. Let me give it a go. Survival.
So Dandelion's willing to like. She takes the lead. She pushes out. What does
Yeah.
how does Dandelion? Is this pure
Daddy's
luck?
girl. Daddy's girl.
Does
This is
it pure luck, or do you think Dandelion like tries to focus on like it's hard to find anything to really focus on? What do you think, Moj?
It's so hard to focus on, but I think she can make out our previous footprints. So she's
maybe
not
that is one
following
thing.
those.
That is one thing you cannot find. Throughout every part of this last 2 hours through, anytime you've gone to check for your tracks behind, they've just been blown away in the wind with the amount of wind. But maybe what you see is you recognize the angle that you came towards this elk carcass last time.
Oh, yeah. So, like, the elk was pointing this way the first time we came round it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Okay, and you
Right.
get your bearings. You go, well, if we approached it from this way last time, and then we're coming at it from this way, maybe if we go this way. And
Yes.
you push forward, and as the group, you continue. You don't see that elk again, which is fantastic. That's amazing. That could, but also, it's not hard to avoid something that you can only see 20 feet in any direction. So it's very possible, there's in the back of your mind, you're like, it could just be 20 feet over there, but who knows? Give me another survival check. This blizzard is showing no signs of dissipating at this point.
Come on, daddy dice. Did it go?
Yeah, they rolled. A roll of a 19.
Yes, Moj.
Nice.
You're finding yourself actually moving downhill at this point. Like all of those hills that you climbed up at the beginning, you are now finding yourself going down the other side. You're hoping so hard that it's not heading back towards Bryn Shander, but you're feeling confident. You're feeling confident that you've gone up, and now you're coming down that other side. Give me another roll. This blizzard is still pushing
Can
through.
I hold out? Can the luck hold out? How we doing? Oh, 23!
Let's go! Out of this blizzard.
That's
Yeah.
it. I retire undefeated. Bye, guys. Good game.
Yeah. I will classify a nat 20 as your roll for the rest of the next 2 hours of trip travel. Okay. It's another 2 hours of just following Dandelion. You're all feeling very confident as you see the sort of area that you're nearing, path sort of showing up, a basic pathway, and it looks like it's heading into a small ravine in front of you now, and you're like, this is it. Dandelion has got us there. As you enter into that ravine, the wind starts dissipating a little now. It's been a brutal 7 hours of just trudging through this blizzard, through all this snow. You feel like with seven hours of travel, you feel like you should have gotten there by now, and that maybe there was some turning around, especially around that elk. But sure enough, the wind and the blizzard starts to dissipate, and it is the equivalent of nighttime now. You've been traveling all day. You've got the light from both of the spells. What have you lit up? Sorry, Harkness?
Harkness just keeps lighting up the end of his quarterstaff.
All right, so we've got the quarterstaff and we've got the longsword, both glowing, giving you plenty of light now. And you found yourself in this ravine. Snow everywhere, snow covering, blanketing every surface. What I will say is you just continue towards Calvin's Cairn, which again is very dark. The aurora in the sky that passes over, you can see Calvin's Cairn much closer now, the giant shape of that cairn in front of you. And you just continue traveling. And it's another maybe 30 minutes of traveling before you see a snow-covered ridge. And atop that snow-covered ridge is this dismembered corpse.
Oh, I say. Does it look dismembered, like by a yeti?
Well, a lot of snow seems to cover most of the... let's say you approach it, right? You approach it... Sorry?
Can I approach it carefully, just in case whatever dismembered it is still kind of close by?
Yeah, you approach it. Are you getting your sword out, your weapon? What are you doing? How are you? What does approaching carefully look like?
Perhaps we should untie ourselves.
I don't know. I might blow away. She's got out her little dagger and she's just like carefully walking towards it.
Yeah, are you
looking
untying?
around. I mean,
Are you getting rid of the rope?
how long is the rope? Like, does everyone have to come along with me?
What?
I think we should untie if the
Okay,
blizzard's not blowing
If it's not
anymore.
so bad, yeah.
Dandelion's not feeling
if I-
safe.
I'm
That's
I'll
just
undo.
Mittens circling.
God damn it, Mittens, get away! Not now. Okay, I'll go out ahead and scout this.
Yeah, you might need to take either Harkness or Tobias with you just to bring some of that light.
Oh yeah. Hello, Harkness, my old friend. Can you
Hello.
bring your light with you, please? I want to come and investigate
As you move
this
forward,
thing.
you're like dagger in hand. There's no movement. There's snow on top of this corpse as well, obviously. And it seems to be, as the light washes over it as you get closer, you notice that snow seems to be covering a lot of the more gory bits, but the headless torso and severed limbs are plainly visible. You can see...
I don't think he made it.
No, I think it was terminal.
and it does look to be the body of a dwarf. You can tell by the proportions. This would be a dwarf. Yannick, you're sort of you're staying back with Tobias, both Yannick, Tobias.
I think we would probably all go, right?
Okay. For you, I think just the sight of a headless, eviscerated dwarf is kind of a hard sight for Yannick. Probably not seen many of his brethren taken down this way.
Oh,
Dandelion will put a hand on him. Like, I'm sorry you had to see this, Yannick. I'm sorry it happened.
Can you... Oh, there's actually like some weird... Now that you're looking at it, the light is also casting some shadows in these little tracks that are sort of dotted around the corpse. And there's like telltale grooves in the snow left behind by a sled that seems to have been hauled away.
Are Yetis partial to iron and using sleighs?
I don't suspect so. Perhaps someone beat us to this place.
How curious.
I mean, the sled. He could have been attacked, and then the dogs just ran off, right? Attached to the sleigh.
Possible.
Actually, that makes sense.
Is it a dog sleigh or is it a reindeer sleigh?
There was... Storn sort of mentioned that he was out getting new dogs because of the ones that were killed by the Yeti.
I perhaps think that this must be recently. Otherwise, these sled tracks would have been long filled in by the snow, right?
Shall we follow?
Oh, Mittens? Mittens? Would you be a dear? Have a look around, please.
Yeah, Mittens takes to the sky, and again, it's incredibly dark, but it can make out within the snow that's coming down tracks that continue off. Can you give me maybe just a survival check, since you're all checking? I'm happy to open that up to all of you guys, just to give me a survival check.
All right.
Come on, Daddy Dice.
That's a 19 for Harkness.
Oh, did it go
14
through?
for
Oh, it
Tobias.
didn't go through.
Yeah, you got a 23 Dandelion on your first roll, and then
Was
another
that
roll
the
of 20.
previous one?
Oh, was that the previous one? Yeah, it must have been, actually. That would have been your epic one.
Sorry,
okay.
my dice were delayed.
Oh, that's okay. You,
20.
you guys have all passed. Tobias, you're bang on the money. You can tell that these are fresh, made probably in the last hour, sometime in the last hour. So probably just as you were coming out of that blizzard, it looks like something has gone down here. And Dandelion, you're picking up that there's actually a multitude of different marks, maybe a good half dozen different humanoids wearing snowshoes that have been here. There doesn't seem to be
not us.
yeah, this is just one of your like movements past earlier on while you were lost.
We totally walked past it.
yeah, and
You look like an elk.
Yannick, you are following those tracks and you're noticing them heading south, and that is what, Harkness, you're seeing from Mittens. You're getting that message from Mittens that, yeah, it looks like they're just continuing south. It can't see what's at the end of those tracks with the amount of snow, but they're definitely heading in that direction. You guys are also pretty, I'd say you guys have been traveling all day. Like, you're obviously not in need of a rest, but it's been a hard slog. There's no signs of exhaustion yet, but boy, can I not wait to start bringing out exhaustion into this game as well.
Harkness is going to cast about for if there's any, like, cast aside cloth or sheets or just something that he can lay over the body of this dwarf as a give him a bit of
Yeah, okay.
respect.
It doesn't take you too long to find, like, maybe something that was covering the iron on the sled, you know, as some sort of fur, and you find that it's covered in snow, and you flick all the snow off it. So it's a little damp, but it probably won't matter too much to the dead.
Dandelion will help. It's probably better to like wrap him because you can't really cover him in a storm. He'll just fly away.
I think Yannick would probably. I don't know what Yannick would say about this specific death, but he would know that and would probably relay to you guys that there must be dozens of corpses out here in the wilderness from dying from either the weather itself through to other animal fatalities that they normally just freeze over. But I don't know what Yannick would think about this specific death of Oobok's body here in the snow.
Yeah, I was thinking about what are the typical dwarven like funeral rites? Given I am a
you'd know all of that stuff. I personally don't know those things, so whatever you decide are those things, we will run with. You'd know them.
Yeah, I think I would say
right?
a few words, but I think I would say a few words. We commit his body to the cold. Oobok, I didn't know you, but by all accounts, you were a good dwarf, and your friends miss you.
Nice. And
then I think wrapping him up is kind, but yeah, if you're right, if it's pretty common that people just die out here, then there's not going to be a chance to, have a more elaborate ceremony.
it's this damn forever winter. The last 2 years has been hell for this kind of thing. People kind of lived their normal lives for the first 6 months, 12 months, until they realized they needed to change the way they lived in this area now. It was stay and change the way you lived, or leave to the south. And a lot of people did leave, but those who stayed adjusted. Those first 12 months were brutal. So you'd probably, if you look hard enough, you'd find a few bodies out here.
Harkness is feeling a compulsion. He picks up a handful of snow and just quietly says, by Dartol, to cast Prestidigitation and melt it, and just kind of lets the water drip onto the cloth covering the body. And then kind of shakes out his hand and steps back.
Was this to speed up the freezing process, or what do we...
He's not sure. It
Nice.
felt like the right thing to do at the time.
Okay, nice.
It's just water for the dead.
Yeah, I like it. What's next?
Would anyone be opposed to maybe just making camp for a little while? I understand that you'd be shocked to find this dead body. I am too. So maybe we take a little moment, gather ourselves, and then continue heading in the direction of the sleigh.
What are people's thoughts on that? Whatever happened here happened, not the killing, but the sled happened within the hour.
Well, it would be nice to strike while the iron is cold. However, it could also be wise to stop for a snack and something warm to drink, perhaps.
What are your thoughts, Yannick? I know this kin was of yours. Should we... Yeah, I'm not sure of the situations or the culture here. What do you recommend?
Well, what I'm worried about now, poor Oobok, we can't do much more for him, but bring back his charge, his haul. That's the kindest thing we could do. I do fear that this is gonna move away from us faster than I'm not sure we have the time to rest.
What kind of rest were you
No,
thinking?
fair enough.
Dandelion, were you thinking of just like, it's like a 5-minute sit down, collect yourselves, have a snack and leave? Or were you thinking like, look, it's late, we've been traveling all day, we need to sit down for a proper long rest?
I was thinking like a short, like, try and find somewhere mostly out of the wind, sit down, maybe recharge with a little food and drink, and then carry on. But if everyone wants to leave right now, then no, I understand. It is a sleigh moving away from us, and we're on foot, so any rest we do take is to our detriment.
Your health out here is super important as well. Yannick, you would absolutely be aware of that. So it's up to you. Is 5-10 minutes gonna... We won't treat it like a short rest. We definitely won't treat it like a long rest. It is just a bit of a break before heading off.
I don't think a 5 or 10 minutes is gonna be the make or break.
Yeah.
It's more if we're gonna camp the night.
Yeah. I think you get sort of nods from the group, Dandelion, and you back up against one of the edges of the ravine just to shelter from where the wind is going. So it's now soaring sort of over your head a little bit.
Yes.
What does Dandelion do for the next, 15 minutes?
Stands on the leeward side of Harkness, out of the wind. Crouches down, like bunny style, but also goes through a pack and maybe finds I don't know, some sort of root vegetable that she's stashed in there. Has a quick nibble and a drink of water.
You eating carrots? Carrots are very bad for rabbits, Dandelion.
They're
filled with sugar.
This is like Scroggin for a bunny, yo.
Yeah.
I need the energy.
Oh, plenty of energy. Yeah. It's great. Yeah. In fact, I'd say carrots are probably the perfect food for out here in the cold. Full of calories.
Just like my daddy taught me.
Is what sort of mood is Dandelion in?
Well, she's not happy about it because it's very cold, colder than what she's used to. But otherwise, this is way more exciting and adventurous than hiding out from from people who may or may not be chasing her from the city. So no, this is amazing. This is the most action she's seen for ages.
What are the rest of you guys up to for like the next 15? Let's start with Harkness.
Harkness has been reapplying the warming clothes to everyone every hour, but now also he's offering to warm up anyone's drink if they just want something to warm them up on the inside as well. He's actually enjoying this. We would, it was very close, but Sefik did get the better of us
when
we encountered him.
Yeah.
So close. So this is an opportunity where Harkness feels that, they have some mastery over something else. They're fighting against nature, and he's like, okay, actually, we're coming out on tops here. He's got a little bit of a competitive streak, Harkness. So it's nice to get these runs on the board. And as such, you'd also like to find out whoever this was.
Yeah, prestidigitation's coming in clutch, I think, for this campaign so far. Keeping people warm, keeping your drinks warm. That is all helping.
And tasting
a lot.
like tea.
Yeah. Tobias, what are you up to for this sort of 15?
Maybe Tobias will be standing near Yannick, do the empathetic hand on the shoulder, like, we'll find him, Yannick. It'll be all right. He's not super good with death and empathy and trying to be supportive, but he's going to give it his best crack.
Cool. Yannick, how about you for this 15?
I think Yannick is pretty somber. He's having a pretty bad day.
That's fair.
Obviously, Oobok, but he also feels like he let the team down in trying to help them traverse. He's like, he's pretty sure now that they were going around in circles.
Oh, Yannick, it's not your fault. It wasn't your fault. This is a flippin' blizzard. I just got lucky.
Agnes honestly has no idea. He just thought it was a very long trip.
I think that's fair. I think it's absolutely. I think most of you probably do think that, and maybe Yannick's in his head about like he knows the distance to the care. To the cairn, and it's just he thinks he's glad that he handed it over to Dandelion, but he just can't help but feel a bit bummed out by that experience and the light of the from the quarterstaff and the long sword, despite brightening up the surrounding area, you're feeling very isolated at this point, and that maybe gets in his head a little bit as well. It's lighting up the snow falling down. It's lighting up just a little the covered body of Oobok over on the side, and that thought of that sled getting further and further away, Yannick, is maybe you're the one that cuts this resting short because you don't want to fail again.
Yeah, I think he sort of stands up and goes, well, one thing for it. Shall we?
Flip flop.
Indeed, let's be off.
Okay. You guys follow the tracks. They're heading south. Is Mittens staying in the sky while you're doing that?
Yep. Mittens is kind of scouting ahead as within range.
Yeah. It takes about 45 minutes of following these tracks before Mittens voices something. It can see something at the end of the tracks ahead of you now. Did you want it Did you want a vision of what it's seeing? What would you just?
Hold on, can we just pause for one moment, everybody? And then Harkness's eyes roll back in his head for a moment, and he what's that, Mittens?
Mittens gives you a view of what it can see. At the end of these tracks are 6 what look to be short little goblins based on their stature. And they are all... And you can actually, now that you've stopped to listen as well, you can just hear these like goblinish like groans and grunts and curses. And that lines up with what you're seeing in your mind, Harkness, as they're hauling this bulky sled towards what appears to be this 20-foot tall wagon parked even about the same distance you are from the goblins. From them, there's a wagon parked. And what you can see harnessed to that wagon, way off in the distance, about 240 feet off in the distance now, is a couple of these giant polar bears that do not look happy. They're harnessed to that wagon way off in the distance. And yeah, you can just hear, this is fucking cold! God damn it!
Oh, well, interesting story, everybody. Up ahead, we've actually almost caught up to the wagon. It's being hauled by half a dozen wee goblin-type chaps and chapettes. I couldn't quite tell. Not really important. Anyway, I think it's frightfully important that we catch up to it sooner rather than later, though, because they're heading towards 2 ruddy great polar bears pulling a wagon. And 6 little goblins, more of my wheelhouse, personally. I don't know how you all are with polar bears.
Yeah, capital idea. Let's make double speed, shall we?
Hip hop.
I've just put you onto a map, which kind of shows that off in the distance, it's a good 120 feet from your current location, this sled that is being pushed by these goblins. There's some torches that they've attached to the sled as well, but they seem to be really struggling. And it's moving incredibly slowly.
My map is all black.
Let me
I got
just
vision.
let's have a look, because we need to make sure that you guys have got your lights on. It was 20 feet for a torch, isn't it? Give that to Tobias as well. And Dandelion, you don't have a torch, but you should see theirs now. And Yannick, you've got night vision, so you should be able to see quite a bit more.
So it's 20 plus 20 dim.
20 plus 20 dim. Thank you. Low light of 20. And Tobias, you're the same. Low light
So fancy.
of 20. Okay, great. So they're definitely well out of your light's range, but you can see the flickering yellow lights illuminating the goblins ahead of you at this point. You don't know why you didn't pick up on that before, but maybe as you were talking, as Harkness was getting his message from Mittens, it was just this climb over this hill that made them apparent.
So, quick in out ambush. Take them from behind. Get the sled. Run away.
Capital. Let's do it.
Okay, and
I'd
with
say
that,
it's still quite dark for me.
with that, we'll just take our 5-minute break now, I reckon. Let's get that on the go.
Ooh.
All right.
I got no map still.
You still don't have a map? I thought you were saying no? Okay.
Try
Refresh.
muting Sirenscape.
yeah.
Well, I'm not even in Sirenscape, so
Let me
I
just
tried
double-
reloading Roll20, but nah. Hey, there we go.
Did that work?
Yeah, thanks.
Can everyone else see? Everyone else
Yeah.
have the map?
Yes.
Now everyone else is turned off.
yeah. That was great. Thanks, team. That was really good. I'm enjoying that. It was some nice role
I
play.
did not miss trying to get lighting settings working in Roll20.
It's definitely easier than it was. There's some really cool effects that Roll20 have added recently where you can have like, let's say you've got a map that has like a shed, right? And from the top, it looks like a closed off shed with a roof on. When you move into the shed, the roof disappears. So they've got that kind of like foreground elements that tokens can make invisible, which is very cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I haven't used it yet. I don't know if I will. I wanted to see if I could get some kind of like snow, moving snow overlay in the foreground. That would be amazing. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to get that sorted. But I think that would be really cool to have the tokens kind of.
Really test the
Yeah.
CPU.
Yeah. Well, I figured the best thing to reduce the CPU usage was put all of your videos down to like 720p, which has worked a treat. Everything is running smooth as, which is I'm very happy with.
Nice.
It still says I'm running at 100%, but you know, it's at least it's not 110% like I think it was last time.
Yeah.
We had Shitehawk drop in late, unfortunately. Well, late. It was normal time for him, but of course, daylight savings messes with anybody who is trying to view from overseas. This happens to us every summer. Every single summer, we break into some kind of new campaign and we lose viewers who can join us because it's like 6 in the morning instead of 7 in the morning. So we'll see. I don't know what time it is for you there now, Shitehawk, but thanks for stopping in. Hopefully you didn't miss too much.
Oh man, thanks for watching us at 7 in the morning.
I don't know if it's 7. I know. Like I think QSD would get up at like 7 or 8 or something to watch us. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I know it's we're on
Thanks
like
for watching us at all.
Dude, exactly. I think, yeah, that and Shitehawk says that's what the VODs are for, absolutely. Speaking of the VODs, we've been getting some good views already on the Rime stuff on YouTube, which I'm really happy with. Obviously, people are keen to watch, like, I think they're more keen to watch campaigns that they know exist, something that either they've played before or something that they know they're about to go and play or run, and it gives them a good example of how to do things or maybe to avoid certain things. I know that we've had really good feedback about that kind of stuff for both our Curse of Strahd and our Lost Mine playthrough, and we haven't had that feedback. We really don't get many views at all for any of the homebrew stuff that we've done, which I guess is fair. Those are for like the players and for like the real fans of Getting Dicey, not for just new people to stumble onto. I know Dragonbane, we got a lot of good comments on the Dragonbane playthrough as well, which is, I think I've got one more episode of the podcast to go out to complete that for our podcast listeners, which is really cool. And then I'm trying to decide whether or not I add the sort of the Goblin Crew side quest into the podcast format, or if I just jump into getting our Rime of the Frostmaiden stuff going, because we'll be like 4 or 5 sessions ahead by the time that starts going out. So I don't know. Should we put out the Goblin stuff, or is that just delaying the Rime goodness for viewers who are holding out?
The rhymey goodness.
The rhymey goodness.
So full of rhyme.
Yeah. How are you guys enjoying Rime so far?
It's pretty cold.
Oh yeah.
I've been trying to make sure it feels cold.
Just a little stressed
Yeah, your descriptions
about,
are great.
Yeah. Just a little stressed about, like, can I survive in the cold? Is it like I'm not worrying about monsters, I'm worrying about, like, how much snow is on me.
Right.
Will
yeah.
I die in my sleep?
That thing of like, oh, it's so hard to die in D&D, and Rime of the Frostmaiden's like, yo, hold my beer.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
My ice beer.
I was actually
Ice
wondering,
cold beer.
do you guys have any camping gear? Like, when you guys need to sleep soon to get a long rest, do you have any means of doing that?
It's a hotel
That's
back
a
in
great
Brinchanda.
question.
Any?
Tobias has got a
I do have
bedroll.
camping gear.
Oh yeah. Is my internet
I've got,
slowing
I
down?
don't know if I have
Fancy travel
camping gear
blanket
for
too.
all of us.
I don't know if my internet is slowing down or something's struggling somewhere. I don't know what's going on. Everyone's kind of pausing a little bit. Thankfully, it happened during our break and not anywhere else. Is everyone else kind of have weird hiccups at the moment in video, or is it just me?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
A little
everyone?
bit, yeah.
It's speeding up now.
Okay. All right. Hopefully, just a little
We did it.
blip.
The internet was having a 5-minute break too.
That's good. It's well timed. It's well timed.
Yes, I
no
suppose camping
camping
gear
gear.
probably would have been useful
Sorry, yeah, Yannick
on
said.
reflection.
Yannick's got something. Is that right, John?
Yeah, I don't know if they. I assume when they say tent and stuff, it's like a person. It's like a single tent, right? It wouldn't be like a multi.
It's not one of those like family-sized
We can
camping
reenact
gears
the
with
sled.
all the different rooms and
With all the separate rooms.
yeah.
We
Can I?
reenact the part where we were all piled onto the sled
Yeah, that's a good point. You could just
to the warm. That
might
way.
not be a very good sleep,
Just a
but
big old pile.
yeah. What I might just get
you're
everyone
falling asleep.
to do, because I don't know if it's video or not. Can everyone just relog the video website? Just log out for a bit and log back in and see if we can get this working, because it is messy. Sorry, it's just you guys with me at this point, so hopefully it won't be too long before they're back. But that was weird. Everyone's just kind of started getting a bit bad. Everyone's joining
Welcome
back.
back.
Oh, thanks. Hi. Just making sure everybody's... Oh, man, why did it join you back at like 7:20? Don't join at 7:20. That'll ruin me.
You said 7:20. Did you say that on purpose?
Are you not hearing my full sentences?
I am, but 3 minutes ago you're like 7:20 is so much better.
Yeah, it's when you guys all joined back and it added you back at like 1080p for some
gotcha.
annoying reason. So I'm just setting
Okay,
it back
cool.
there. But I feel like I can hear people. Well, at least Reese, I'm hearing
Hello?
pretty good now. Oh, hello.
Hello there.
Everyone's sounding better. I think we just needed to do a quick refresh. Okay, well, let's get back into it. I think we're good. But actually, there was one other thing I wanted to talk about. The one thing I said that we would do every session, but we have not done it yet, is give away an inspiration. We didn't do that. We haven't done that
Ooh.
in episodes
True.
1 and 2. So I just want us to think back to session 1, which was kind of getting information and moving to find Sefik and getting in front of Sefik, which included also kind of like dealing with Torga's stall and stuff like that, and trying to buy some stuff and get some information. I'm just going to put it out to a vote. Who do we think should have ended that session with a point of inspiration? Does anyone think or do we just roll a d4? Do we just roll a d4 and do it for the first one? I'm happy to do.
I mean,
I
I'm happy to
thought-
vote John.
John.
I was going to say I thought Tobias doing his chatting to the people and sort of not sneaking around, but just blatantly following Sefik. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
See, I was close between the two, for that exact reason for Tobias. But then with Yannick, talking with the bounty hunter, talking with those two people to get the information about where we're going, I thought that was all well done.
Well, we've got a vote in the chat for John as well. So I think that's three votes for John. So John,
thank you, guys.
you've got a point of inspiration that you can use at any point. And what did we say about it? We said that even
Expires at the end
after
of the session, and then
we said that it can be used after your roll. So if you fail a roll, so that might have actually come in handy during your survival rolls, John. At any point, you can just use it to roll another dice instead of calling it before in usual D&D sort of style. You can call it after. For session 2, obviously you guys got your shit kicked in from Sefik and sent back to Bryn Shander, where you got some information and then set out on the journey. A lot of role play, a lot of conversation happening with Storn, uncovering what happened to him, keeping an eye out for what was going on, getting his trust in taking on this job and then heading out on the job. Who do we think for session 2 should get a point? We can't include John. We can't double them up. So it's Tobias, Dandelion, or Harkness. And this is open to the chat as well. Ideally, moving forward, I would like the chat, if we've got people in the chat, to be the ones at the end of a session to do that. We've got one vote for Reese. Misspelt, but that's okay. That's fine.
Excuse me.
Yeah? 2 votes for Reese. We good? Moj?
I'll take it, and then I'll give it to
Yay.
Harkness, because I already have inspiration, because I'm a human.
Oh, you get... That's right. You get it ever... Okay, we're not including Tobias ever on this. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Aw.
Literally ever, because he always has it. So it's... we could flip a coin, or you guys could just decide between you.
I'll vote for Reese.
Fight to the death.
No, Reese can't have it. Reese is... We've just said he's not allowed it.
Not at all.
He gets a
I
free one.
generate it.
He already has it.
As a
I wake
human,
up
he
on the
gets
right
it
side of
every
bed.
time.
Aw.
well, off you go, Moj.
Okay, all right, Moj, you got inspiration. We'll gift you that.
Oh.
Now, Reese, I suppose you could
Yay.
use it and spend 4 sessions not getting a long rest, right? So theoretically, you can still be open to it on the times where you don't have it. But for now, so we've got 3 people with inspiration. Do not be afraid to use it, because it could definitely help out. Did we decide it was going to expire at the end of a session or not? I can't remember.
No.
We could
Into
make
the
that.
campaign.
Oh, okay. It stays on forever.
In which case should we just delete all the inspiration?
No, it's all
I
good.
don't
You guys.
need inspiration. I got an owl named after a cat.
All right.
You have a car named after a cat?
An owl.
Ah, yeah.
Close. They sound the same. Owl and car. We again, you've got the flickering. You can hear just above that wind. You can this thing is so heavy.
Grub.
Not Grub. Not this time.
We must make haste before they get to that wagon. Quick! And Tobias will bolt forward.
Do you need me to run ahead and, like, I don't know, distract them?
Absolutely.
Harkness is going to send Mittens out to try and get in front of the polar bears and distract them and try and lead them away.
The polar bears are like off screen at this point. They're so far. So it's just going to
Yeah,
try and.
that's it.
Okay.
just
all right. What
Trying to
specifically?
get them right out of the equation.
As you get close, Mittens is sort of letting you know that there's like it can see like a hawk on the back of this wagon as well. It seems to be keeping an eye out and it may have spotted her. But the polar bears look connected to that wagon. And
Okay, so he's just trying to, aggravate them so that they charge after him.
right, taking the wagon and everything with it.
Yeah, away from these goblins.
Yeah, as it gets closer, as mittens get closer, you notice that there's more goblins at that wagon as well. And there's one that is a bit more adorned with like furs and stuff. And this is when you notice a lot of these goblins aren't really dressed for this weather either. They look pretty miserable out here in the cold. Yeah, what we'll do, because I'm not sure that hawk is going to... I think that hawk is keeping a close eye on Mittens at this point. I'm going to do a perception check just to double check. And can you give me like a... have you got like a stealth roll for Mittens? Have you got some kind of roll that you can do for that?
I don't have a stat for Mittens, but if I give you a d20, we can kind of...
Yeah, let's just roll a flat d20. Okay, with a roll of 15, the hawk hasn't spotted Harkness at the height that Harkness is at. Okay, so there is definitely an opportunity for it to swoop down, but it is already showing that these polar bears are quite agitated already.
Yeah.
If you were to...
Maybe we'll just do cover. Keep an eye on them for us.
I'm not gonna stop you from swooping in with Mittens if that is what you want to do, but it will trigger obviously that hawk. So you've been able to get Mittens a bit closer without being spotted.
Mittens will hang out.
Okay.
Put his hands in his pockets and start whistling.
The goblins manage to sort of like push that sled just like a little bit further. It looks so heavy. They're slipping in the snow. They're really trying. They're finding it really hard to get purchase on the ground.
We're gaining on them.
Dashing.
Dashing through the snow.
What's the plan? Who's gonna? Let's assume you get close enough to do something. What is the something that is done?
Tobias, with his lit greatsword, is motioning to the rest of his team. I think they need a touch of steel.
Okay.
Do we ask them to stop at least?
Well, they don't seem to have any idea that you're coming up behind them. They are way too distracted.
Do you want me to run up, stab one of the ones on the side, jump away, so their attention is on me, and then you guys come along behind and start stabbing?
I think
Or
you should
just
take
attack.
them by surprise and just shoot them. And I think Tobias and I can run up.
Can I see them from this far away? Like enough to shoot them with the arrow?
What's your distance on your bow? You should have some sort of distance stats
Yes.
on that thing.
Range is 80 to 320.
Oh, yeah, easy. Yeah. You're well within. They're well within that range, so you can definitely fire from there. There's like two of them. There's like two on each side of the sled that are really putting in a lot of effort, and then there's sort of two at the back that are really not putting much effort at all, but they're quite happy to be barking orders at the others. I will say that you can see on the backs of these goblins a short bow and a scimitar sort of attached to their sides. They're all sort of outfitted quite similarly. The two at the back, while barking orders, are like covering their arms and like shivering.
Great. Okie dokes. I will. Do I need to move up to them?
You can shoot from where you are.
Oh, shucks, I can.
Yeah.
We want to give
Okay, great.
the others a chance to get a bit closer there.
Oh yeah, you can definitely wait until someone gives you the signal to go.
Yep. Give me the signal.
Like,
and I'll
Harkness
start
will be
shooting
waiting
them in the
until the other two will actually start charging, and at that point is going to let loose with a firebolt.
Okay.
Once Tobias and Yannick are in charging distance.
So Harkness is getting within that sort of launch distance for his
120
fire.
feet.
Perfect. Yeah. You got it. They're 90 feet away. You're good, if that.
Can we go for the same side there, Dandy?
back. Great. Left side?
Capital.
Right side?
Oh no, left is fine.
Tobias
Okay,
and
taking
Yannick,
the dude on the left.
you're getting like closer and closer, but you're noticing with the sound of the wind, with the sound of the sled and the grunting and swearing, that's fucking cold. I hate it up here in the dale. Nothing you're doing is making enough noise to be noticed. You could get as close as you want, but you know that Dandelion is. You look back and see her with her long bow, with the arrow, short bow, with the arrow ready to go. And so she's just waiting on that signal from either you or Yannick.
All right. Tobias is dashing forward, and he'll raise up his greatsword in two hands, and nod to Yannick that he's ready.
Okay.
Great.
Yannick puts his hand up and motions.
Woohoo!
Okay,
I think
great.
that's a signal.
And of course, what this is going to need from everybody is a roll of initiative.
Hooray!
So we'll get the goblins.
We all just draw cards.
No, don't forget to click your token.
Yeah.
Click your token
Yeah,
first.
That
Oh, no.
token.
Did I do it? Oh, yes, I did.
All right, let's get the goblins in there as well. Okay, we'll just include the goblins for now, not the polar bears and the other ones over on the side. At this point,
This
if
is
anything
so
changes...
nice. Everything rolls automatically. I don't have to go in and check on stuff.
No, it's nice. Have we got everybody? We've got Dandelion at the top, Tobias, Harkness, Yannick, and the goblins last, which is great because this would have been classified as a surprise attack anyway. So this is perfect rolls. Dandelion, you see the signal from Tobias.
Yahoo!
Which one are you
So I fire.
aiming for?
I am aiming for
One of the two cold ones at the back, or some of the ones that are pushing the sled in the hopes of disrupting that push? What are you planning?
the one of the ones at the back. So the
Yep.
guy that's on the top on the map, but he'd be to the left of
Sure.
the. Yeah. Let's see. So where's me shot? Where is me shot bow? There you are. Hoi.
Give us a roll.
Oh,
Ooh.
how'd that go?
I mean, that's
Holy
pretty
Oh,
good.
24.
Yeah, I don't think
that'll do.
there's not much that a 24 is going to miss, if I'm being honest. Roll for damage, please. Just click the little damage button on the right under there.
Oh no. Oh, Goblin, no.
Whoa, oh my god. Wait, why is it? What's the custom?
Fantastic.
What is the little
I don't know why it says custom. Did I click on something?
piercing 9 custom 5? I need to see what that
is
is just for my... For my
That'd be sneak
Sorry,
attack,
sorry.
right?
oh, is that...
Is that sneak attack?
Oh, sorry. I rolled again.
Wait a second. I need to... I don't think the sneak attack
He wants
happens
blood.
automatically, so...
Sorry, that was a misroll.
Wait a second. I'm just having a quick look at why your short bow has extra stuff. Wait, I'm clicking your stuff.
Sneak?
Yeah, I was trying to read stuff. And then I was like, oh, you want to fire again? Yeah, sure.
I don't know why your short bow is doing more damage.
I mean, I don't mind.
No, but I
Sneak
don't.
attack? Is
No,
that what it is?
sneak attack isn't done automatically, so it won't be. It won't be sneak attack. Should have just been a 1d6 plus 4. I'm just having a quick look at why it's doing more than that. I'm opening up some stuff. Damage. There's no reason it should be doing. So we're just going to take the piercing. I don't know what that custom is. What are the rules on your sneak attack? Is this something that you'd be adding to this?
No. Usually, sneak attack is
You've got an
you
ally.
guys are within a certain distance of the target, and I've got a melee weapon, right?
Let's have a quick
I
look.
don't
Once
think
you can
sneak
deal
attack
an
with
extra.
a short bow.
If you have advantage on the roll and the attack uses, okay, you need advantage at least to be able to do that. All right, so we're just going to take that 9 damage, and that arrow just like pierces, shoots straight through like the chest cavity of this goblin, and like thuds into like the sled in front of him. And he just like looks down at it before realizing why there's an arrow in front of him. He's still alive, but just blood just goes like squirts out onto the snow behind him, and he like grabs onto
Yes.
the sled. He's barely alive on his feet, and he's too stunned to make a noise. Up next is Tobias.
Tobias is going to dash forward to the closest goblin and yell, "Oobok!" and then bring down his greatsword in a 2-handed slash for a 15.
A 15 is a hit.
And he rolls the damage. 9
So,
slashing damage.
so you're grabbing the one right next to the one that got the arrow? Right, you run up and slash, and the same sort of thing. 9 damage is enough to like really bring these guys to the edge of life. Let's just say, are you slashing? You plunging the sword? What are you aiming to do with that sword?
Like an overhead, double-handed
Yeah.
shot from the top.
Yeah, there's like, they've got leather armor, and you just slice straight down, removing like all the clasps on the back of the armor, just cutting it open and leaving a trail of red down his back. And he just like arcs his back as well and just lets out this horrifying like scream. Ah! Anything else from Tobias?
That's it.
Harkness, over to you.
Right, so Harkness raises his hand, and it looks like a little bit of gas is piling up there, and he yells out, "For Ardum Ust Anji!" and is going to let loose a firebolt at this one on the back left of the sleigh.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Yes, that makes sense. Spells.
I'm assuming it's a roll to hit.
I am too.
Yep.
Alright, roll.
Oh,
That'll probably do
yeah,
it.
that's a hit. Give us some damage.
Damage of 4. Oh, good.
For fire damage. Yeah, so there's, with that scream going
Oh,
out,
that's weird that I don't get any... Oh, okay.
what don't you get?
Alright.
Oh,
I was like, there's no bonus damage for doing a spell. Like, I don't add my spell
Oh, right.
number thing to
It's
it.
just,
It's only to hit, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. You...
Only for. Sorry, I was just gonna say, I think only for Eldritch Blast for you.
But who has Eldritch Blast? Only Warlocks.
Exactly.
You shoot this, and it lights up as it fires across, and it's enough to light up the snow in front of the goblins, who notice this change in light. They turn, see 2 of their friends like in agony, clinging onto the back of the sled, almost dropping to their feet as this firebolt just slams into one of them, flickering flame up into the air, and he just starts patting himself. We're under attack! We're under attack! Anything else from Tobias? Sorry, Harkness?
Yeah, he's just gonna run up a little bit.
Okay, great. Yannick, can you hear us okay now, John?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool.
Much better.
Cool.
It went robot and then it went underwater.
Right.
ooh.
Nuts. Sorry, I did miss some of that. So who... The state of these 2 at the back?
The
Are
ones...
They both...
Yeah, the ones at the back are basically dead on their feet at this point. But they are standing. And then the one on the left that just got hit by the fire bolt is down 4 points of damage.
Okay, I'll run up to this one. If it's not literally dead, I'm gonna try to kill it.
It isn't dead, but he's very close. Cool.
I was gonna say Lamordoon, and attack him with my hammer.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. Well, John,
Inspiration.
you do have an inspiration if you would like to use it right now.
I would like to use my inspiration. Right now.
Yes.
Thank you for the reminder.
Do it.
See, this is a good. I like this way of doing inspiration because it gives me a chance to remind you guys to use it. So I think this is good. I mean, it's still not great with a roll of an 8, unfortunately. Maybe it was the firebolt like whistling past you as you charged in with your hammer, or maybe it's just this swaying, almost dead goblin clinging to the back of that sled. But you just swing straight past him and down, cracking into the back of the sled. Anything else from Harkness?
Embarrassingly, no, nothing else from me.
Okay. It is the goblins' turns. They run. The ones on the side sort of run out to the front of the sled. The other two climb on top of what you now see is just a pile of iron ingots in the back of the sled, and they all withdraw their short bows. They can see Harkness sort of running. They maybe don't even see Dandelion. They just think that the three right there are what's causing the majority of the problems here. So we'll go through. Each of them are going to use their short bow attack. We're going to do the ones on top of the iron are going to both fire out, one at Yannick, one at Tobias. I am going to add a +2 to your AC for this because you are standing like right in front of their friends, basically. So first one against Yannick, it is rolled a 13.
That's a miss.
Okay. And for Tobias, they have rolled a 19.
That's a hit.
He manages to just eye you up. This is the one on sort of the southern side of this thing. Eyes you up, fires, and this arrow just hits him. Thud. 5 piercing damage.
Yo!
The one at the sort of the far end of the sled is rustling around looking for something. He hasn't got his short bow out, and he picks up this horn and just blows. And he just keeps blowing. The other goblin manages to find his short bow, ducks out and fires towards Harkness off in the distance. It is a roll of an 8. How's that against your ice? I don't know how squishy.
11.
Okay, cool. I never know how squishy a squishy character really is.
Pretty squishy.
And then the two goblins at the back, almost dead on their feet, reach and swing wildly with their scimitars. One out towards Yannick, rolling a 12.
That's a miss.
And one slashing out towards Tobias, rolling not a dirty 20, not a nat 20. It's just it is a 20 though. Doing a total of 7 slashing damage. As he's like it's almost like a drunken boxing style attack. He's so close to death, he just flails, and it's almost like a lucky slash across you. But it's 7 damage.
Maybe Tobias leans into it just as it lands and absorbs the full brunt of that. He's not looking very healthy.
Okay. Top of the order here is... oh, by the way, also, Harkness, is there anything you wanted to do with Mittens? Mittens is its own... We'll use Mittens' turn on your turn as well, so we don't want to forget that Mittens exists. So let's just go back and let Mittens have its turn now.
Yeah, so Mittens was keeping an eye, so it's probably let Harkness know if the polar bear team have noticed anything.
Yeah, they the wagon is like a covered wagon, but you see an image of this one that's a bit more covered in furs stick her head out the side of the wagon, listening out for that horn blow, and she pops back in, and two more goblins jump out from this wagon. That's what Midden sees.
Yep.
Back at the top.
Otherwise, Mittens is going to start heading back towards us.
Cool. Top of the order, Dandelion.
Woohoo! I shoot another goblin.
Now they are, depending which one you're going for, you may have your friends in the way, so it might make them a little harder to hit. Just going to increase their AC by like 2. Well, the distance that you're in, you're not going to be able to move probably far enough to get around that, unless you wanted to go for the one that shot Harkness.
Which are the ones that are alive right now?
They're all alive right now.
Oh,
Just varying
okay.
degrees of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pick off the dude on the bottom there,
Okay.
near the front of the sled.
Yeah.
Let's see if. Oops. Come back. Wonder if my short sword's gonna. Not short sword, sorry. Short bow's gonna do that thing again. Oops. Catch up, roll 20. Oh. Get out of the way. 12.
A roll of a 12 is a miss. The arrow just sort of like soars past this goblin and hits the snow behind it. And this is the first time now that they realize there's another someone out in the darkness there, just on the edge of what light is hitting. Any movement? Anything else? Bonus actions?
Let me just check. I think. Not if I'm standing still. Yeah, can I try and move around? Like
You've
around
got
the north?
you got like 30 feet of movement, so you've got kind of a decent area that you could move out to. And sort of, yeah.
Are we still doing as the arrow point?
Just
or
as the arrow, yeah.
counting
No,
down?
go right ahead.
Cool. Okay. Let's get over.
I think that the official like D&D 2024 rules are like one diagonal is 5 foot, then your second diagonal is 10 foot, and then your third is 5 foot, your fourth is 10 foot. So you can kind of. I'm happy we're using Roll20. We can just use the arrow. If your arrow can and you can move in a straight line to that object, I'm happy for you just to use the arrow.
Cool.
So even from there, taking a shot on would probably still be quite hard. But if you were to move again next turn, you'd definitely get a better chance at that. Tobias.
She gonna flank.
Yeah, nice.
Alright, Tobias is gonna look down at all his blood landing on the white snow and put his hand up to his amulet and go, "By the Crimson Oath, I lay on my hands," and put his hand on himself and use Lay on Hands.
Oh, nice.
Which, as a bonus action, I can get
Bonus
5
action.
HP back.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So I messed this up in the previous session, but I will do it correctly today.
Okay.
So I add on 5 HP back to myself,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm now at 6. And then for my action, he's going to use his greatsword and pick it from the sort of the bottom with a rising strike into the goblin in front of him.
Now, with that Lay on Hands, that uses like an existing pool of things, is that right? It's not just 5, you have to
And I've
have some of
used
that.
them- I've used it all up.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
Cool.
yeah, that's the last time I can use it unless I rest.
Yeah, cool. You don't even need to roll for damage, just tell me how this goblin in front of you dies.
Cool. So as he sort of staggers to get himself back to his feet, he pulls up his greatsword and from his legs upwards, he's cleft in twain.
Yeah,
Drops like a tree felled in half.
Yeah, like the blood on the snow is like, you don't know whose was whose anymore. Some of it's yours, some of it's goblins. Maybe this is the closest goblins and humans will ever be, is that mixture of blood on the snow in front of you. Either side, a half of a goblin. Anything else from Tobias?
And with that, he'll scramble up into the wagon, getting in between the goblins in front of him, and then just do a dry reach. Because that was disgusting.
Yeah. All right, yeah, there's you kind of clamber up the back and find yourself sort of face to face with another goblin. I think just the way that the sled is, you're maybe a little bit, your feet might be maybe a foot lower than the goblin, and this kind of means that you're damn near face to face with him where he's standing. Harkness.
Right, so Harkness can see that all the action's happening to the north side of this, so he's going to move to the south. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move all the way around, and then he's going to, once again, the gas hovers above his hand. He's just striding forwards through the snow, and he's like, "Voardem ust anji," as he launches a firebolt at the little goblin standing.
Did you just say Ford Mustang?
I said "Voardem ust anji."
That might have been Ford Mustang. All right, carry on.
Love it.
Could be anything.
I don't know
Maybe
why,
spellcasting's
but
not so complicated.
I heard it and I kind of just like spelt out what you were saying mentally in my head. I'm like, wait a minute. That's
They're
great.
saying Colonel Roy Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love him so much.
In the meantime, let's do that spell.
Sure.
The 400 ust anji.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll probably hit.
That's
And for the
definitely
damage of. Oh wow, 4. This is just like such a consistent spell. It's just practice.
Which one were you aiming at? Sorry.
It was the bottom one.
Oh,
this
right,
time.
that one. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because he does have a bit of cover in that, but what you rolled is more than enough. Firebolt on back of a wooden sled is it's a brave move, but it's fine. You do hit the goblin, and again it's hits and sort of wraps around before going out, leaving a bunch of burn marks all over its skin and sort of shriveled hair. Warms it up for a bit though, because it is quite cold wearing as little as these little goblins are wearing. Anything else from Harkness?
We best hurry this up, chaps. Chapette.
Yannick. Tobias just split a goblin next to you. This thing is still standing in front of you, pale. Very pale green. Barely holding its...
Very pale green.
Barely holding onto its scimitar.
How is Tobias looking?
About 50%.
Tobias puts down his rule book. He's bloodied, but he's vertical.
Okay. I think it'll be worth it. I'm gonna just quickly clutch my holy symbol and cast Healing Word on Tobias, which heals him for 6
Nice.
as a bonus action. Be careful, friend. And then I'm going to, for my action, swing at the goblin on death's door and hopefully this time hit him.
Good luck.
Yay! I would like to stove in his skull with a warhammer.
Rolled a 16, total 21. That is exactly what happens to his skull. You didn't even need to roll damage. 1 would have done it. You just bring that down, cracking his skull, and in that full swing, there's all the momentum is moved from that hammer into that goblin, and it just drags it down into the snow with the full weight of that hammer on its head in that last moment.
Just a hammer-shaped divot in the goblin's skull.
Yeah. That is very dead.
Okay, and then I'm going to move up the side of the thing. Can this guy reach me from here?
Yes, if
I
you
run past
if you stay there, then you'll be fine. But if you move, he will take an opportunity attack on you. If you move any further,
I'm gonna move to here.
Actually, what are we going? 5, 10. You know what? You could have, instead of doing a direct line, you could have just given it like wide berth around that sled if you wanted to. So that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move here. This is the one that has the horn, yeah?
It does, yeah. So, but it has already blown the horn. It is the goblin's turn. Yannick, you can see off in the distance. Again, the distance about another 120 feet from where you are, but you're looking over, and you can see one of these goblins getting up onto the top of the wagon, holding this torch. And you can see the furs she's wearing. She definitely looks way more important than the rest of these two. She barks some orders at these other goblins that have jumped out once she's kind of assessed what's going on, and they jump back into the wagon but kind of hang their heads out the side of the wagon. Back with our sled though, the one in front of Tobias is going to drop its short bow, pull out its scimitar and attack. It has rolled a 19. Tobias is getting some damage today.
Yeah, that makes it through.
Doing 6 slashing damage. Harkness, the one on the back of the sled aims you up with his short bow.
Now, can I, because Mittens hasn't moved, can Mittens
Oh, right,
been
sure.
holding his turn to like harass someone
Yeah.
if they were going to shoot me?
Yeah, and would mean that rolls with disadvantage. Like swoops down, it sees you being eyed up by this goblin, swoops down, and
Fluff some wings and...
yeah. And what was like a perfectly sighted arrow to your forehead, just gets like knocked a little to the side. They've rolled a 12.
Oh, that still hits.
But it doesn't hit you square in the forehead, which is great, which is what the other roll definitely would have done. Doing 4 piercing damage. It kind of
That's
just,
still significant.
yeah, just cuts through like your sort of bicep area, slices through.
Ah, piss it!
There is a Yannick with up against the one that is holding the horn. He too goes to grab for his scimitar and strike out at you. That has rolled a 21 total.
That is a hit.
Doing a total of 3 slashing damage to Yannick. And lastly, we had the one that sighted Dandelion just off at the corner of the edge of darkness. Seeing Harkness run down, he quickly changes his aim and lets an arrow off towards Harkness. It's just a roll of a 10. He lets it go a little too early and it just soars past. Having just had like one arm sliced by an arrow, you just feel the breeze of another just past your face. That is back to the top of the round with Dandelion.
Cool. I'm gonna see. Sorry,
You're in the
trying to
dark, by
remember.
the way. So your surroundings is dark, but obviously there's a lot of light happening out on the field. With this light spell that you guys are casting, is this a concentration spell, or is it just a cantrip?
Cantrip for an hour.
For an hour. Okay, cool. So you've just been
upcasting.
Yeah, that's cool. Is it the same for you, Tobias?
Same.
Yep, cool. All right, sorry, back to you, Dandelion.
No problem. Oh, just trying to move my little person. Just trying to back him up. Okay, now we start shooting.
Yeah, cool. So Dandelion just like runs into the light.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's like we got to get these guys done.
The two at the back of the sled look fine. They haven't had any sort of damage or attacks land on them at this point.
I'm gonna get the guy who's on the sled, but at the bottom of the picture.
Yeah.
Where? Come on.
They've got a slight, because of just the being able to duck down on that sled. They are in partial cover for ranged attack, so it does boost their AC a little bit. So you want to roll high.
Was that high enough? No.
What have we got here? What was that?
Where is it turned?
Yeah, yep, 11.
17?
Total 17. That is enough. That is a hit. It's like goes to duck. It goes to duck down, but not fast enough to roll damage.
Damage.
I want to see
Is
like
it going to be the weird
max
damage.
Yeah, I think it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's doing that. Wait, did you just roll max damage?
You called it.
You did roll max. 1d6 plus 4. You've rolled a total of 10 damage there. It goes to duck down, and it just like square right in its head and knocking it down backwards over into the pile of iron ingots. He's dead. He's gone.
You're getting our iron dirty.
Yeah, there's no blood on the iron. Anything else, Dandy?
No, I think that's about as much as I could do right now.
Cool. Tobias, back with you.
Tobias is going to spit out some blood. That's enough of that! And then swing his sword horizontally across into the goblin in front of him
Yeah.
for an 18.
Roll damage.
Damage coming up.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. So what happens to this goblin? Because he only had 6 HP.
He misjudges the height a little bit. He's going to go for a clean decap, but instead just removes the top part of his head. Flip.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. All right, Harkness.
Right,
Oh, so actually,
Harkness is
sorry.
going to-
Tobias, did you want to move at all now that you've taken care of this goblin?
Yeah, actually, he'll stumble into the back of the sled, so he's next to the goblin at the back.
Yeah, it's quite hazardous with these 2 dead goblin bodies and heads of goblins' bodies and iron. So it's a bit of a reckless kind of crawl situation before you get to the back of the sled and stand next to this goblin. Harkness and Middens.
Yeah, so Harkness is going to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First of all, it's just like a normal walking pace, and then he starts doing that kind of like half-stepping skip thing, and he swings his quarterstaff out. He's holding it more like a baseball bat, I should say.
Oh, okay.
And he is going to Happy Gilmore this goblin using True Strike. The whole quarterstaff begins to glow. And let's see if it works by just clicking on this button.
I do like the visuals of this 7-foot Goliath just slowly walking and turning into like this little skippity run as this poor little like this goblin that has been taking pot shots from a distance slowly feels the size of this Goliath over him.
Nope, so that did not do what I thought it would. I just need to roll
Let's have a look at the details.
D20
No?
plus 5.
What is this?
See if I hit.
Oh, this is to hit. Okay, cool.
It's the True Strike spell,
Okay.
which means I attack using my spell DC. So spell benefit thing.
Yeah.
No, so 5 plus 5, 10 is probably not going to hit.
No, it doesn't. It's like it looks like I think you successfully make him shit his pants for like just the visuals of you running up, and he braces for it with his short bow, and it just whiffs, just like this. He just feels air, and he just thinks for a moment he's dead before opening his eyes and seeing you to like finish your swipe.
I'm just like, oops.
What about Middens?
Mittens is going to hold his action to when it is Yannick's turn. He's going to fly down on the other side of that goblin and just try and distract him.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
Cool.
Yannick.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Speaking of, it is Yannick's turn. Oh, you're on mute. Sorry, John.
Sorry. I'm going to move over here. Was this the one you were distracting Mittens?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Um,
Plus, you've got
I am
Tobias
going
on
to
the other
try to-
side anyway, so this is going to be an advantage no matter what.
Cool. I am going to try to smash the horn into his face with my hammer.
Okay, yeah. He's still got, like, he's biting onto that horn when he grabbed that scimitar out to attack, so he's still got it. And every time he, like, grunts, it's just like a coming out of that horn as he's, like, trying to attack.
Now, I'll figure out how to do advantage.
There is, like, a thing at the top of the character sheet, I think. You can just click.
Yeah. There's a red button that says automatic. If you click on it, you then have the option to choose advantage,
Yeah.
disadvantage.
And then just roll.
Thank you.
Yeah.
19?
19 is definitely a hit. Please damage this boy.
Minimum damage roll.
You'd be like, yeah, but it's like all teeth damage. Like that, like chips the shit out of his teeth. As like, you come down on the horn, and just the way that it just levers all of his like front teeth out of his mouth down onto the ground. Anything else from Yannick?
He's just going to say, smile,
Nice.
and leave him there.
It is the goblin's turn. The goblin, Harkness, what I'm going to get from you is a opportunity attack, because this goblin, after seeing the strength you put into that, goes to run.
Alright, well, let's just do it with a normal old swing then of this quarterstaff. Clickety. Roll.
10, rolled a 10, total 13. That is a miss. This goblin is just like sprinting off towards the wagon. Help! Help! He starts screaming out to those in the wagon. This other one realizes he's surrounded at this point, and he sees Tobias bleeding. He's like spitting out some more of his teeth, and he grabs a scimitar with two hands and just swings back towards Tobias. We are going to roll
Please
that.
miss.
They've actually done a pretty good job of not missing, but I think this is going to be a miss. 14?
Yeah, it's a miss.
That is a miss. It just kind of hits into the iron ingots at the back of the sled, like next to you. Dandelion, top of the turn order.
Yoo-hoo! Oh man, Tobias, you're like right there.
What I'm just going
There
to
you
do
go.
quickly, I'm just going to move everything a little bit. So if
What?
So I've just moved everything. Just go to the left of the map. I've just moved everything that was 120 feet. I've moved everything 120 feet. So when you get light at the other end of the map, you might see.
Earthquake!
Yeah, can I'll just try and shoot him from here actually. That one goblin.
Yeah, please.
Which one?
Tobias, Vatican cameos.
Which way? Which one are you going for? The one in the back of the sled, or the one that ran off? Sorry.
Well, I already said the one in the sled.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear.
But
Sorry,
yeah, I should
sorry.
have gone for the
No,
guy
that's
who's
okay.
running away.
I think the one that's
No,
running
no.
away is in pit. Oh no, you'd see him just. So the one on the sled? Yeah, sure.
I was like, oh, that's a stink idea. Just hitting the one in the sled. It's like, should have got for the one in the way.
What did you roll?
I rolled for some reason it rolled twice, so I've got an 11.
We'll take the 11.
First one is an 11.
Yeah, cool. That is a miss, but you do have inspiration if you want to.
Yes, I was about to say, can I take inspiration?
Yeah, please.
If I take inspiration, am I allowed to try and shoot the guy running away, or is it just a retry for the one in the sled.
Look, it's normally a retry for what you've just failed. It would be like,
fair
it's for
enough.
that roll.
No problem.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd ask.
I'd love to be nice and
Just
say,
in
like, you
case.
take inspiration to change your, but no, we're going to stick to that. Can't keep
Okay.
giving everything to you guys.
Okay, bye, inspiration. Thank you.
You don't have to.
Okay. Now I'm gonna
Okay.
shoot him again. What the actual
That is a crit fail.
fumble? That's a hurtful word to have turn up in my roll.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to get you to roll like a D100. And this is like, 100 is like a good fumble, and a 1 is like a real bad fumble. And we want to see sort of where you lie on the scale of good to bad for this fumble.
How's your armor, Tobias?
The back of my head feels like someone's talking about it.
Did you just roll a 1
How
on a D100?
How? How?
That's amazing.
I was literally about to say anything.
Two ones in a row.
I was going to say anything.
Isn't 0 like 100?
Yeah, but 0-1 is 1.
Yeah, 0-1 is 1. I was going to say anything under a 10 is like hitting Tobias. So could you roll your damage from that short bow attack, please?
I'm so sorry.
Let's see.
I hate you, D100. You're like the worst.
What? Here we go. Oh, that is a large number. What's a 5? Okay, 5's not
But
too
what is
bad.
the...
I don't know how your dice is rolling stuff, by the way. I'm still trying to figure out that damage. But
I don't know why that second thing is coming up.
1d6 plus 4. Okay, right. You got that. You rolled 5 piercing damage. Tobias, that is in your back. Just kadoosh, as you're like face to face with this goblin. It's not any sort of AC rolls or anything, because that's all being decided from the fateful D100. Dandelion, you can't believe it. You were siding him up, but the way that like Tobias just moved at the last minute and just straight into him.
Tobias loses all peripheral vision. He's unsteady on his feet. He is filling the sled with his blood.
And it is Tobias's turn.
Tobias is going to assume that was a goblin shot from out in the dark somewhere, and he's going to stumble forward with his greatsword, using his body weight mostly for the cut rather than his arms, and swing his blade.
Okay.
Or the clickety of the clickety. For a 12.
Or advantage.
Oh yeah, you are flanking this guy, so do roll a second roll, please.
Yeah, let's roll a second time. This time for a 10.
Total of 10. Okay. That is a miss. Unfortunately, the pain like searing through you, you just cannot attack with that same sort of strength.
The goblin thinks he escapes, but the greatsword is so long that Tobias is going to use his Grey's weapon mastery.
Oh, tell me about this.
Whenever I miss,
Ooh.
I still do damage equal to the ability modifier.
What is
So that
Dude,
means
that's cool.
I get 2
Yes.
damage onto the goblin.
Oh, so that's your strength, your +2. Okay, that's good. It's basically a miss, but a hit at the same time. Like, what is that?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
It's just like okay.
So
It's like a nice thickness to the blade that is like if you'd hit properly, it would have done really good damage. But instead, you just kind of like graze past him. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, you got it. I like to think that it's just because it's longer than people expect, and they're like, I totally dodged that.
Perfect.
And just the last little bit of blade just slices a little bit.
Sneaky little flick at the end. Yeah. Okay. You do 2 damage. He's still in front of you. Still sort of. He's on his feet. He's okay. Harkness. That's the one that was in front of you, just ran, you swiped out, you missed, but he's like running back towards that wagon now.
Yeah, Harkness just looks at his Korosaf and just leans on it, gasses up his hand, and Voardum Ust Anji at the fleeing one.
Okay.
Or
Give
the
us-
Mustang, yes.
Give us a roll.
Firebolt. Roll. Oh no.
That is a miss. It sizzles as it hits the snow, like past the goblin. And he's like freaking out. He's just like got that like lean back run. Ah! He's going for it. Anything else from Harkness or
On the back onto
Mittens?
here.
Okay.
Harkness is just going to be like, Mittens, yes, there's a giant truck there. That's awkward. And he's just going to go around the side of the sleigh.
Okay.
If people aren't aware, there's a giant carriage coming at us. So,
Oh, the wagon is parked. It's not moving. Sorry.
no, oh good.
Yeah. Those
Disregard.
those polar bears are what basically moves that wagon. It is currently stationary. Anything from Mittens?
Mittens is going to try and harry that goblin who's running away, just to slow him down.
Okay, cool. Yannick.
This is all I got, Tobias, and I cast Healing Word one more time. Heals you for 7.
And that was a bonus action. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Tobias nods gratefully in your direction.
And then I'm gonna try to remove the rest of this guy's teeth.
Okay, cool. You're not gonna.
Miss.
Oh yeah, roll again. You've got got him flanked, so roll a second time.
Ooh.
That
Hey.
17 with a total of
Alright.
22 is a hit. Please roll damage.
Every
Okay.
time.
No, that's good. Like, minimum damage was all that was needed. Please describe what happens to this goblin.
Seeing the gap in his teeth from where it was before, I'm just gonna sort of punch the hammer, but like turn sideways so it's nice and wide and tracks across his whole mouth, and sort of knock his teeth out with the top of the hammer.
Oh, that's horrible.
That somehow kills him. Like,
Bad guys?
yeah.
His teeth have shot up into his brain.
Yeah,
That's why.
yeah. One like pings off the hammer and straight into his brain. It just falls down onto the ground. Yeah, there's no goblins left alive on this sled at the moment. Yannick, any movement before ending your turn?
I don't know if I should run after this. I can't see the thing, can I?
You can see off in the distance, I don't have a torch on it at the moment, but about 120 feet away, you see standing on top of this wagon, this torch being held by what is obviously the goblins' leaders, which is lighting up the area of that wagon. You can see these two other goblins sticking their heads out the sides of the wagon.
I think given where we're at now, I'm just going to fall back inside the wagon with Tobias
Okay, cool. It
Is it a
is.
sled
and
or a
hope
wagon?
that we're too fearsome for them to attack.
It's a wagon. It's a wagon being pulled by two giant polar bears.
Oh, I meant the one that we're all kind of
Oh, that's a sled. That's like
congregating around.
that's the sled that this is Oobok's sled, filled with the iron ore. So you have, for all intents and purposes, you've got that iron ore right now to yourselves. The goblin continues its run, but being hindered by Mittens only makes it its normal movement instead of its dash. And it's screaming out to the one that's standing on top of the wagon. What is its name? Do we have a name for this one? Isobai. He's just yelling, Isobai! Isobai! Quick! We need your help, Isabel, quick! And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Dude.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dum dum dum.
Awesome. It was a good session. Loved it.
Man,
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a problem.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might
That's a
not
problem
be
for another
surely.
week.
Yeah.
anyone got speak with animals? Maybe they're friendly polar bear.
Yeah, you never know, right? You never know. They're looking very agitated right now. Highly agitated polar bears.
Maybe we can feed them some goblins.
You've got
Some
some.
goblin we prepared earlier.
Does anyone have speak with animals? I'm going to take that silence as a
Not me.
no.
And
Okay.
I look like food animal. So
You actually,
That's not helpful.
I mean, you're tall for a rabbit. I don't know if they're angry, actually. They probably wouldn't care. No, you're right. You probably do look like, I think all
my
of you,
ears down today, so I'm only about like 4 feet high.
I think that all of you
It's like
might look
stealth
like
mode.
food to these polar bears, if I'm being honest. You never know. You never know. You do have animal, I don't know if anyone has good animal handling. I don't know. But they are all completely attached to that wagon, so at least you're not going to get any kind of, like you'll see it coming, right? They're going to like pull this wagon, turn it around. No, they can't just make a beeline for you. So, I mean, that's
Engage the
good.
handbrake. Jake Turner.
Yeah. Good session. Before I forget about it, who doesn't have inspiration? So I know it got used.
I don't. I used it up.
Both of you. So it's and
I don't.
Reese, you didn't use yours. You did use yours?
Yeah, I used mine.
So it's open. It's open to anybody. So chat and you guys. Who do you think? I just don't want to be the guy that like decide. I'd rather D4 it.
Game master.
I think the if for the Mustang G,
Yeah.
It's gotta be worth it,
Anji.
That
I
was
second that.
pretty good.
Okay, it took 3 sessions for my spells to be revealed.
What else have you done?
We've cast Bidato.
Dato. Why do I not get that one?
That's alright. Fuardum Ustanji, you've got.
I got that one.
He's cast Vueko MBI.
MBI.
no.
Okay.
No, okay, we'll come back to that one.
Yeah. You might have to cast that a
He's
few
also
times.
cast Mazdaxila.
Mazda something. Mazdaxila. Is an XLA
It's
a
like
thing?
we gotta write this down. It's hold it up to a
XLR.
mirror.
Yeah, Mazda XLA. Yeah.
Mazdaxila.
Oh, the Excella. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's good.
He's a Nasdaq seller.
yeah.
But all of my little spells have that have a verbal component have
Yeah.
something
That's
there.
cool.
That's cool.
I got a question for chat, actually. First of all, yes, Christian, you get yourself inspiration, so congratulations on that. Don't forget to use it. And I do I think it's proven that the way we're using inspiration is the way to use it, so you can remind people to use it. Because I think in this one session, you guys have used inspiration maybe more than ever on this channel, so I think that's great. That's awesome. 3 times in a single session. For anyone who's still in the chat, was the video going weird? We're trying something a little differently with Video Ninja, and we are using an alpha version of Video Ninja to get this kind of spatial sound setup going. It's pretty subtle, but I'm worried that there's been a lot of video stuttering and issues. And while it's good for the audio's been sounding fine on my side. Not for John, but on my side, everything sounded good. I'm worried that the viewers, that it might have been distracting watching stuff stuttery. If it did, I know it has been. Twisted Gear says seemed okay. Twisted, you stayed with us through the whole session. I love it.
Wow.
Thank you. if you feel so inclined, and if you're not already, do give us a follow. That costs nothing. But for anyone who is in there that likes what we're doing, you can always check out our previous sessions on YouTube. This will go out to podcast in like maybe a month or so, I think. I don't know. Maybe soon. We'll start putting this out in onto podcast format soon. So there's that. If you want to come and chat to us about anything tabletop RPG related, D&D related, Howard the Duck related, there's our link to Discord. You can come chat to us on there. And if you feel so inclined, and we do like those that are inclined, here's a link to our Patreon where you can support us there. You know what? I should, it's been a while. I should probably actually shout out the Patreon supporters who, month after month, make sure that we have what we need to be able to continue doing this as well as we do. It's that Sirenscape payments every 3 months. It's Roll20 subscription every year. It's little assets like the wagon and the sled that you guys saw tonight.
Oh.
Those were things that I
So
purchased to make sure that everything looks good. Active. Who have we got that's currently active? Moj and Christian. First of all, thank you guys for supporting us on our Patreon. We have Tracy, who's in our Discord every now and then. So thank you for supporting us, Tracy. Lyndon Hood. I don't know if we saw any Lyndon tonight. This is like the first week in a while. I haven't seen him online. I hope he catches up. Squished. Drop Shadow, who's also here week after week. Thank you for the support, Drop Shadow. QSD, George Friend, The Foolish Fool. I feel like some of these people have been supporting us from like 2021, like early 2021. So just constantly ever since. Thank you for the support. We absolutely love it. It really does make a difference. And there is a level of tier in the Patreon where you'll get updates to the development of a video game based on some of the characters and stories, a homebrew story that we played, Caldera's Call, some of the characters from just many different campaigns that we've done. It's coming together pretty well. Joe's working hard on some art for it at the moment, which means it's going to get a whole new look, hopefully in the next build, which is very, very exciting because it looks awesome. But that's coming. I want to start putting up like a dev log or something. I don't know if that's something that people are interested in. Anyway, you join our Patreon, add that tier. You'll get updates, but you'll also get access to any builds as well. It's very playable at the moment. I think it's pretty fun. I think it's pretty good. Also, if you're not already following Christian over on YouTube, check him out as Career Break Guy. YouTube Career Break Guy. What do you do over there, Christian?
I keep pulling things off my shelf and giving them a go and seeing how they work solo. And solo September at the moment, had a big challenge, tried to do 5 different games I've never played before. 5th episode is going up tomorrow.
Nice. That's awesome. So definitely go give him a follow over there as well. And Reese just dropped your link in the chat, so that's great. Go follow him there. Go subscribe over there to him and us. We'll be very happy because subscription numbers is free and feel good. Okay, we're almost at 1,000. Well, we're not almost at 1,000. We're over 700 subscribers over on YouTube. I would love to hit 1,000 at some point soon. What else was I going to say? Anything else you guys want me to plug? You guys?
Yay.
Yeah. Nothing else. Love the ears in the downward state mode. You guys still are looking fantastic with your costumes and stuff. John, you got out of yours real quick. I saw like your hair was
struggling.
just...
I was trying to take a sip to my drink and it's like
It's
getting in my
water.
mouth.
Like,
Yeah. I noticed like your hair like slick with sweat when you took off like the wig.
It wasn't too bad, but
It's gonna be brutal in a couple of months.
Yeah, I think Yannick might go visit a barber somewhere.
Yeah. Understandable. But thank you guys. That was a
Summer
great
cut.
session. We'll be back next Monday. And I'm taking a week off work next Monday, so I'm hoping, well, not by Monday, but the following Monday, I will try and have some new merch up on the store for anyone that way inclined. Shipping's expensive as shit, so it also doesn't matter if you don't buy it there. Support us in what it's for if you're feeling like you need something. If not, just support us in whatever way. Thank you, everybody. We'll be back next week. Thank you guys for the awesome session, and don't forget to spend your inspiration, Christian.
Yeah.
Oh, I will.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Thanks, Joe.
Hey, chat.